than us, holding back against the rain. I don't know whether I'm live, which is sometimes a problem. I don't think we are. Oh, we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mark Goldbridge, That's Football. We're live. We've got some football back. It's Arsenal against Liverpool in the Community Shield, which is not a trophy. So you don't win the double, Arsenal. If you win this, you've not won the double. For many reasons, logic and not being stupid being main two, but you don't win the double if you win the Community Shield, because basically the Community Shield is not a trophy, and also the FA Cup you won was last year. That's why you're playing in the Community Shield this year. I know it's a quick changeover, but you do have fans in your fan base who will... what we got going on here? Oh, I know what it is. It's that. I thought it was some sort of a glitch. It's not. We're all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome anyway. Smash a like on the video. We are here for Liverpool against Arsenal in the Community Shield. I can go through the team news for you as well. Some Arsenal fans not happy. What's new there? About the team that they've selected. I will give you that team now, and then you can decide about whether it actually even matters. Scottish football's ongoing as well. Don't care. So, Arsenal. You've got Martinez in goal, Holding, David Luiz and Tierney, the best left-back in the world apparently, with Bellerin at right-back. You've got Elneny, Xhaka, Maitland-Niles, and then you've got Xhaka and Nketiah and Mbappé. So, no Gabriel, no Willian, no Saliba. So, none of your new people involved, and Leno's on the bench as well. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Arteta's probably treating this as a little bit of a warm-up game. Liverpool have gone quite strong. Alisson in goal, Gomez and Van Dijk are the centre backs. Williams at right back because no Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's injured. Robertson at left back, Milner, Fabinho and Wijnaldum, Salah, Firmino and Mane. So a stronger Liverpool side. They are taking it serious, which is good to see. I mean, is it fair to say that Arsenal aren't taking it serious? I look at their bench. All right, Leno could have started, Saliba could have started, but Nelson, Willock, Kolasinac, Smith Rowe, John Jules, and Alianki, not really many other options for Arteta to go with, I would say. So, yeah, I think that in fairness, it is. Wow, you just disrespected the Scottish football then, says I want to know, Jermaine Defoe, don't care. Any positivity around United? Getting depressing, says Karan Banzel. And still so proud that you won Fall Guys yesterday, says Danny Stuland. Look, I mean, on Scottish football, I didn't really intend to be talking about Scottish football the first few minutes of the show, but it's been rubbish for years. I'm sorry, if you're Scottish and you love your football, and you love Scottish football, fair play. I haven't took any notice of Scottish football in over a decade. It's ridiculously boring. If you want people to like it again, it used to be quite interesting when I was growing up. Do something about it. It's just not interesting, and the standard's rubbish, isn't it? Did they not get knocked out, Celtic, by some Farmer team midweek? I didn't even notice. It used to be big news when Celtic got knocked out by Farmers, but it just isn't anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really add more than that. Let's focus on some proper football. And it's exciting to have proper football back, isn't it? I mean, it feels like football wasn't that long ago, but actually I'm quite excited to be watching a football tonight. So it's at this early evening, actually, in the UK. Just get that tweeted out, and then I can focus on you, lovely people. You lovely people. All the people. Right, okay. Score predictions. I would imagine that that Liverpool would win this game because they're better than Arsenal, but I've said that before. It doesn't always work like that. And if Liverpool win, they will just be one trophy behind us. No. You do not count Community Shields. Take the Community Shields off United, take the Community Shields off Liverpool and throw them in the bin. They do not count as a major trophy. If Liverpool fans, and I know a lot of Liverpool fans, and they won't do this, if you're going to count a Community Shield as closing the gap on United, you're an idiot. Pure and simple. You cannot count Community Shields. And I'll put my hands in the air and I'll say Mourinho tried to do it. He tried to say he did a treble when he won the Community Shield, the Carabao Cup and the Europa League. It is not. You don't count the Community Shield. I think it's on BT Sports. I've not put it on my telly actually yet, so I will confirm for you now. If you're in the UK, get a bit of sport on. I was watching a bit of the NBA last night. I'll tell you what, that LeBron James is good, isn't he? I think he's a bit of an unknown player, but he's bloody good. Yeah, it's on BT Sports 1 HD. Look at that. I turn on and it's Aubameyang lifting the cup. Liverpool and Man United on major trophies are equal, but with Community Shields we are ahead. Well, we're equal then. I don't count Community Shields. And Liverpool have more major trophies than United, says Reggie. You don't. And Arsenal, Mark, what is your advice for people who want to learn English, says Goat Nalda? I don't know. I learnt it from the womb. I came out, my parents were English, and I just learnt it, so I've got no tips. And disagree, it's a trophy, says Memory Bubble. Who thinks the Community Shield is a valid trophy? I want to see Prats in the live comments here. I cannot believe that people think that a game that is set up for charity between the Premier League winners and the FA Cup winners as a season opener for charity, people think that's a trophy. You just turn up after a summer off. There's no qualification for it. People might say, well, you qualified from last year. It's not. It's crap. Like this, it doesn't mean anything. The Community Shield doesn't mean anything because why would the FA Cup winner ever play the Premier League if you win it? Oh, we're the best team in England. I mean, this is what's going to happen if Arsenal win. But what about when Wigan won the FA Cup and got relegated? And then I think they played, I don't know who won the league that year, but it's irrelevant. It's a nice season opener for us to watch. And, you know, teams will take it serious, but not as a trophy. And I always said that as a United fan. For me, it was just a pimped up friendly. That's what it is. Only Liverpool and Arsenal fans count it. It's a soccer blog. I don't even think Liverpool fans would. I think if you said to Liverpool fans, you could lose the Community Shield but win the treble this year, they'd say, how many do you want us to lose by? Was like a proud dad when you won Fall Guys, says Craven. Thank you very much. And I've just been on Twitch playing it, actually. If you want to give me a follow on Twitch, I've dropped the link in the video description for you. And I've also dropped the invite link for our Fantasy Premier League. If you want to join the United Stand Fantasy Premier League, then you can do that as well. So I've dropped a couple of links in the video description for people there. And rest in peace, Chadwick says, look, that's from VD Music. I woke up to this news this morning. I'm going to be totally ignorant and say I don't watch Marvel. I'd actually seen the James Brown film with him in. I haven't seen any of the Marvel, but I'm aware of the Black Panther, and I just think it's just very, very sad. I did a 24-hour stream last year and the year before, and basically that was for the Marie Curie Centre, who deal with people with terminal illness, and that was because a friend of mine with 3 kids died of stomach cancer at 41, and none of us are over that, and none of us will ever be over that. And then, you know, this morning an actor dies of cancer that is very, very popular with all of you, and it's just very, very sad. And it just made me think of my friend, and it made me think of all these people who are grieving today, because it could have been a film actor that I know a lot about. I don't know a lot about this film actor because I don't really watch Marvel. And it's just very, very sad. Cancer does not discriminate. It will not go after bad people. It will not just go after old people. It will go after anybody, regardless of wealth, regardless if you're nice. It's a horrible, horrible illness, and it's very sad. Gone way before their time. So yeah, rest in peace to Chadwick. Mark, are you playing Fantasy Premier League this season? Liam, yes I am. I've dropped a link in the video description. Life is fleeting, says Trevor. It is. You'll lose your mind. You'll lose your mind thinking about how fleeting life is. You have all these plans. You work hard, you know, you have all these aspirations, and bang, you know. And it's not just cancer. It could just be walking out, crossing a road. You just do not know. I remember a friend, well, it wasn't even a friend. It was a lad below us at school, and just went down the local shop on his bike, messing about. You know, I say messing about. He went down to the shops with his mates on a bike, and got knocked over and died in front of his mate. His mate held him in his hands. 14 years of age. And when you're only 15 yourself, I just remember everyone at school were you just can't get your head around that. Innocence of youth, I suppose. And this lad was quite popular, you know, and it's just like, bang, gone. And life is shallow. So swim in life, enjoy life. And this is why, you know, you got to try, I think you got to try and be nice. I know there are trolls out there, and you know sometimes you got to stand up to them and give it back. But you know, try and be nice, which is great because that's what football's all about. Everybody's welcome on this channel. It doesn't matter whether you're Liverpool, Arsenal, United, Chelsea. You're all welcome on here. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. I think we can hit 215 tonight. Pro clubs will be back on Monday night, James, on Twitch. And I'm going to do a foot draft on Twitch tomorrow. So I've dropped the Twitch link in the video description if anyone wants to follow there. FIFA Career Mode will be back on here tomorrow with the Aston Villa Career Mode. So what are we thinking about the game? Get your comments in. What's your score prediction? I mean, it's very hard. It's very, very hard, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not hard about that, but I'm looking forward to this. Amazon Prime. I just think Mourinho's box office anyway. I think whatever you think about Jose Mourinho, he has been one of the best managers in the world. But I also think that Jose Mourinho is box office. So All or Nothing Tottenham is coming very, very soon. I think is it on Monday? It's coming, Bank Holiday Monday. I will be watching that. I'm looking forward to that. Didn't really enjoy the Man City one. Rest in peace, Chadwick Aubameyang to score, says Big Josh. And a lot of people are going for a Liverpool win. Some people see... I don't think it'll be as much as 4-0. Few people going with 2-1 to Arsenal as well. And Liverpool are going to slap Arsenal up, says Ibrahim. And Jack Rogers says 2-0 to Liverpool. Hope City fans are welcome, says Mitchell Bassett. If you can find some, you're welcome. And 3-2 to Arsenal, says Alec Williams. There you go. 2-1 to Arsenal, unfortunately. I think what we've learned from last season is when you write Arsenal off against the bigger teams, it's a bit like Ollie when he first started. You write them off and then they can win. So I think that I wouldn't write Arsenal off. I don't actually expect Arsenal to win, but I wouldn't write them off. And I'm going to go with... I'm going to go Arsenal to win 2-0. Anything going off with Manchester United at the moment? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Very, very quiet around Man United at the moment, in fact. I don't want to disappoint people. That's why I've not spoken about it. But yeah, I think he's given Edward Wood's given everybody the weekend off because there is very little going on at the moment with regards to that. So yeah, there we are. Could United get Kante if he's up for sale? I don't think United want to get anybody at the moment. I think that's the big problem. I have come up with a new video of the potential lineup of Liverpool next season. Do watch it, says Football Wizards. I don't think anyone's going to be really that interested in you predicting what Liverpool's lineup's going to be next season. It's not really a good title for a video if you want a bit of feedback. Even as a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't really want to watch that. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, isn't it? Liverpool's team next season will be Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, Robertson, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Mane, Salah, and Firmino, wouldn't it? So there you go. I've spoiled it. Great work, Mark. What would you do if you had £150 million? Says Jonathan Cragg. If I had £150 million, well, I wouldn't give it to Man United if that's what you're on about. £150 million, I would spend it on myself, to be honest. Might give the family some, you know. When we're down Tesco, spend a fiver on yourselves, jointly, not singly. But no, if I had £150 million, what do you want me to do with it? Give it to Man United? Like the Glazers are making more than that a year, so I can't buy United with £150 million. If United had £150 million and I was director of football, what would I do? Badiashile, Van der Beek and Sancho. I think you could get all those 3 deals done for that. Glazers out, says Rudy. Like, share and subscribe, says Vandy Candy. Thank you very much, Vandy, for tuning in as a moderator. When's your Premier League prediction video coming out, says George? Probably next week. or the week after, yeah. Please share the video if you're watching, by the way. There is a share video. Share it and get involved with the channel. Everybody's welcome on here, as you know. Players are in dugout. Meant to be kicking off in 5 minutes, but I think they've left this a little bit late. Community Shield, you see. No, you know, it's come when you can. Hoping to see anything positive tomorrow, says Samuel Young. No. And favourite pizza topping? I'm hungry, Wrestle News 365. That's not a good question. At the moment, you know, I could really eat a pizza at the moment, actually. I haven't got pizza tonight. We've got one of those, the wife likes those meal deal things, not from Boots. We're not sharing a bloody tuna and sweet corn sandwich. I mean, like, you know, those Tesco meal deals where you get a bottle of wine, a pudding, a couple of sides and a main. So I imagine we've probably got chicken in pastry or something like that with a few vegetables and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't mind devouring a pizza. If you want to get us on Twitch, I've dropped the link in the video description. Really good content daily on there, gaming and stuff. We'll be doing like Call of Duty and stuff. Foot drafts, a bit of Fall Guys at the moment until that loses its novelty. Marketing James says, if Ollie don't get Champions League with the current squad, he should get the sack because we are better than the rest. Thanks for the super chat. Favourite video game, says Lily C. There's a woman singing. Get her off. Oh no, I think she's actually part of it. I thought she just ran on and started singing. I don't know what she's singing because I've got it on mute. But imagine she was singing something like, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. I think she's singing something that other people can sing. I think she's singing the national anthem, which is why hardly any of the players are singing it, because they're not English. Mark, is it true that apparently a Spanish owner, family, father and daughter are looking to buy United? It came up on Twitter. Don't know if it's true or not, says Zach James. No. Ortega family it is, and it's not true. As far as I know, at this moment in time, it's not true. Where can I watch the game online? Says Forever PVM. I don't know. Ryan's tuning in from Uganda. Hello, Ryan. And we've had a couple of super chats. Thanks for the super chats. Daniel says, any idea why United has been so quiet? Not much fake stories either. Either we've got blockbusters a couple of weeks or we have a flop year. Anxiety. I would go along with the idea that United are doing sod all at the moment. Where can I watch the game online? I've done that one from Priya VM. Let us know where you're watching from, by the way, if you want to do that. We won't be able to pin you down if you say you're from Kenya. We're not going to get you. You're not giving your address out, so it doesn't matter. But you're shouting out your country. What was the scary time in your life? Says Jonathan Cragg, Aberdeen. I don't know what story you've heard, but I've never been to Aberdeen. The game is meant to be starting pretty much now, so I'm going to get the timer ready for you. Cater's on the bench, Minamino's on the bench, and their new signing, Kostas Temeskus, is on the bench as well. I think he's a left back, isn't he? The battle of the left backs, actually, although Arsenal are actually playing with a back three, Holding, Louise and Tierney, Bellerin and Maitland-Niles as the wing backs, Xhaka and Al-Nini, Xhaka and Ketier and Aubameyang. If we've got any Arsenal fans watching, can you tell me where Pepe and Lacazette are? I'm just intrigued why they're not playing. Arsenal playing in the kit that looks like they've been mauled by a tiger. Horrible kit. I don't get at all why somebody would design, and I've spoken to Arsenal fans about this. Why would you design a kit that looks like you've been beat up and sprayed blood across your shirt? Big season ahead for Arteta. Interesting to see how Arsenal play today, though, because look, Liverpool are a stronger team. They're a better team. But tactically, are Arsenal going to do what they did against Man City and Liverpool when they beat them? Are they going to Play defensive. Still taking the knee for Black Lives Matter. Well, this totally, I don't know about this. I mean, is this going to happen like forever now? Will they always take the knee for Black Lives Matter? Which I'm sure most people are absolutely happy with. I'm happy with that. I just wondered how long it will go on for. Is it now going to happen forever? Quarantined from holiday, says Barry McCockiner. And technically Arteta could do the double. It's still a trophy. No, Young King. No. No. No, no, no. And hi, how are you today? Mark, says Jordan Such. I'm good, I hope you're well as well. And Mark, sing David Luiz the Clown. I'm a big fan here, says Vicky. I can't sing that because he's not done anything wrong yet. Michael Knighton's not happy in the live comments. Anyway, we have kicked off. Helps if I actually start the timer and put it up on the screen. I'm sorry about that. There you are. And there you go. Just subscribed, says WXL. Thank you very much. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Game has kicked off. Cherney kicks it down the line. I think we're going to see a lot of possession for Liverpool. But remember, at the end of last season, we saw a lot of possession for Liverpool. And we saw mistakes from Alisson and Van Dijk that led to a Liverpool loss of 2-0. So they will have to be careful, Liverpool. And Liverpool will take this seriously. I think Arsenal will take it seriously as well. We're on 214,700, so we're 300 subscribers away from 215,000. So please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. My score prediction is 2-1 to Liverpool, Daniel Hansen. Arsenal fans will act like they've won the Champions League, says Manov. I mean, in a way, it would be funny if Arsenal won, because they then think they're going to win the league. And Zane's in the house. He says, come on, you Gunners. Jordan Such, get ready for an Arteta masterclass. I'm sure Jordan is sat there absolutely bricking it. But you can already see the way Arsenal are going to line up, and it'll be interesting how many times they do this season, and how some Arsenal fans will manipulate this and say that it's like Man City. It's nothing like Arteta. Arteta's Arsenal is nothing like Pep's City, because Pep doesn't play with a back five, and that's the way that Arteta at the moment plays. Probably because he hasn't got good enough players. But that was good play by Xhaka in the midfield, very strong. I've got that David Luiz the Clown in my head now. It's David Luiz the Clown. It's David Luiz the Clown. E-I-R-D-O. It's David Luiz the Clown. Xhaka switches it nicely. But Robertson reads it. That's an interesting ball. And Cherney gets it back to his keeper. Arsenal in Europa League and will probably get knocked out by a bunch of farmers. Hope United sign Sancho soon, says Vicky Kumar. Good attempt at a cross by Robertson there, and Cherney just gets it back to the keeper. Ziyech already off injured, by the way, says Picknet. Got a really itchy nose today. And Luke Casey says, teams who usually win the Community Shield don't go on to win the league. It's a bad omen. Please win today, Liverpool. And Zamiasi, why hasn't Aubameyang signed a new contract yet? Is he looking to move to a big club? Says Jordan Such. I think if there was an offer on the table from, I think even Arsenal fans would accept this. If there was an offer on the table from Real Madrid or Barcelona, I think Aubameyang would go. But in this climate, he's got one contract left, one big contract left. So I don't think he's going to. I think he will sign for Arsenal, but he's got to get the right monetary value, and Arsenal would be stupid not to pay it. I mean, if you're giving Willian 200 grand a week, you've got to be thinking about giving Aubameyang 300. He's one of the best strikers in the league, isn't he? He gets the goals. Do you think we will ever see Ronaldo back in the Premier League? Says John Morris. Nope. And calling it now, Arsenal will be hearing about how Arteta has 2 trophies in less than a season, says Michael Mairstar. Oh yeah, of course. Absolutely. Brighton goalkeepers broke his leg, says Al Aril. How are we all doing today? Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. There will be an 8 o'clock show on the United stand, yes, just to answer one of the questions that has been going through a few times. And nice setup, says Benjamin. Yep, give us a subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. Robertson with the cross. 1-0, Van Dijk. Easy. Easy. Absolutely. Is he offside? He's offside. Linesman's gone offside here. And I think Van Dijk knew it. Good line by Arsenal. Yeah, he's off. It's a lovely cross by Robertson, but Arsenal have got their line right. Fair play. We don't need to see VAR. Career mode will be back tomorrow, Jefferson. Come on, get on with it, Mariner, with your fake tan. You look like you've washed your face in shit. Shouldn't have said that. Say what you see. I'm too used to catchphrase, Roy Walker. Say what you see, Goldbridge. If you see it, say it. Arsenal just passing it around the back at the moment. Robertson's got a lovely cross on him though, Vandy. I tell you what, Xhaka looks like he's grown over the summer to me. He looks bigger. I don't know whether it's the pitch angle, but can anybody confirm that? Xhaka looks like he's grown over the last 3 months. Which is great for Arsenal fans, because if he fills out a bit, just for a bit of fun, what are 3 players you can't believe played for United when you look back? For me, it's Forlan, Falcao, and Kagawa. Says Southpaw of Sports, and Scott Jones says that Robertson started well. It's going to be an interesting battle that between Xhaka and Robertson. Even if United decide to pay the asking price for Sancho, will that be enough for Dortmund to sell him, or does Sancho still have to force the move? Says Anup. The way I understand it with Sancho is if United offer the price that Dortmund want, then they will begrudgingly accept it, because there's an agreement with the player that they would do that. Arteta is the second coming of Marco Silva. Great work, Mark. Listening to you while busting heads on Call of Duty, says Santino. Thank you. And what is your opinion on Bellerin coming back? Says Bradley. I mean, I always felt that Bellerin had the potential to be one of the world's best right backs. I'm not joking. But I now feel that is a joke to say that. I always think Bellerin's French as well, and he's Spanish, isn't he? That's a bad ball. It's gone out for a throw. Ow! Such a prat. I'm always kicking. I've got these chairs, right? These things that you sit on. They're called chairs. But the legs of the chairs are wood. And I'm always catching my toe or my ankle on it. It really hurts, and it makes you want to kick it. But then you'll hurt yourself even more. We've all been there. We're 200 subscribers away from 215,000, so please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. What did you get in your GCSEs? I did shite, Shabba. Really rubbish. I wish I'd done better, but I didn't. Van Dijk with the ball out from the back. Oh, that's at the keeper. A little bit sloppy at the moment. Targay or Robertson, says Kieran Young. It's interesting, isn't it? I think Targay is such a good left back. It is interesting. Zane says, Jordan Such, just like Sancho, is waiting for a big glug to come in for him and not United. Oh, you're gonna get so bantered, aren't you? And did you... Get rid of you. Robertson or Trent? Well, they're opposite players at the end of the day. Good cross coming in from Liverpool here. And Milner heads it over the bar. It was a good chance, that. That was a good chance. Arsenal doing this passing out from the back. It works this time. And now they found Xhaka down the left-hand side. Right-hand side. Lovely switch of the play out to Aubameyang. He's up against this young right-back Williams. And he shoots. And it's a lovely goal by Aubameyang. And that is fantastic, to be honest. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal. And what I would say is you've got to feel sorry for the young right-back. He just absolutely... Well, I think when you look at Williams there as well, if I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm being a bit critical here, he's trying to show him down his... he's trying to show him down the left foot side, but you've got to show it more than that. The body shape isn't good enough. Very good goal by Aubameyang, and you just can't give a player of that quality that sort of space. It's like giving Martial space to cut in on his right-hand side. Aubameyang's very similar in that sense with his right foot. Not saying they're similar players, but it's too easy for him to cut inside, and the finish is very good. So it's 1-0 to Arsenal. We changed the score there. 13 minutes gone, and it's going the similar way to the way it went at the Emirates. Liverpool having more of the ball, Arsenal defending well and hitting on the break, and that's exactly what happened there. Xhaka switching the play, lovely to Aubameyang quickly in a 3v3, cuts inside. I appreciate the work ethic, keep up the good work, says Danny Stoolin, thanks for the super chat there. And the Arsenal kit is designed on the marble halls at Highbury, which have the same pattern as the jersey. Looks odd, but inspired by the club's past, says Fresh Cut Grass. Well, thank you for that. So to Arsenal fans, it might make a bit of sense. To everybody else, it looks like they've been attacked by a tiger. Maybe you should get a sponsor by Frosties, and then you've made Tony the Tiger angry. But 1-0 to Arsenal, deservedly so as well. Good goal by Aubameyang, and of course no Trent Alexander-Arnold. They've got Williams playing today, and they've exploited the weak spot, I suppose. I like Xhaka. I probably can't announce his name very well, but I do like him. Jordan Such, Rashford and Agallo who? Arteta already 2 trophies. Ollie none, says Zamiasi. So predictable. You're still in the Europa League though, aren't you? You're not in the Champions League. So I think most United fans, including me, would rather not have the FA Cup or the Community Shield and be in the Champions League. But each to your own. Mark, what do you make of Matt Doherty to Spurs? I think it would be a fantastic signing for them should it be completed, says Jordan. Yeah, I think it's a good signing and I think it will happen. No smoke without fire. I think that will get over the line. And it's interesting where Spurs seem to be doing... They're looking at doing a swap deal as well with Fulham for Lamella as well for one of Fulham's better players. So it is interesting. Our Spurs seem to be operating... to a budget, but Mourinho obviously getting some players in. And remember, Mourinho has taken that job on, and part of taking that job will be to have funds to spend. But it's now a challenge for Liverpool to see if they can break down this Arsenal defence. They couldn't do it at the Emirates. And Ryan Rayburn says, I am Liverpool, but I predict 2-1 to Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, I'm embarrassed by the same fans, says NJ Wilson. Do I think Liverpool will win the league, says Gregory. I mean, I haven't done my prediction yet, but where I am at the moment, I still don't really understand why people are saying Man City are favourites, because I don't really feel that Man City have improved. I still think that they are a team, as we saw against Lyon, that are capable of losing any game. And Arsenal on the break again here. Saka up against Van Dijk, rolls it back. Oh, what a save by Alisson, and Nketiah should have made it 2-0. Arsenal very effective on the break here. You do wonder with Arsenal though. I think they're set up very similar to United up until Christmas, where we seem to be able to beat teams like Chelsea and City, but we struggled against the lesser teams. And I think that is going to be interesting for Arsenal next season. Arteta seems to have found a way with this back five to cause the bigger teams problems. But what will he do when you're playing Fulham and Southampton and Everton, where you can't really play a back five? So that's going to be the interesting thing for Arteta next season, because he's definitely found a way of causing the bigger teams problems. If Messi goes to City, as Luxury Lifestyle says, then it changes the story big time. I think if you add Messi to that City team, then they probably do become favourites. Yeah, I mean, look, he's the best player in the world, isn't he? So I'd love to add, Messi's not going to come to United. So really, as a football fan, you've got to say, would you like to see Messi in the Premier League? And I've always have wanted to see Messi in the Premier League. But even if he did come to the Premier League, I still think if he didn't do very well, you could say, well, he left it too late. But it would be great to see Messi in the Premier League. I mean, that would have to be at Man City, of course, which would be a shame. But there you go. Just seen the reaction. Oh, right. They've Arsenal fans reacting like they've won the league, says Oscar. But this could be the highlight of Arsenal's season, the Community Shield. They might not get to another final. They certainly won't be playing... Well, they're playing in the Europa League, and they won't be in a league race either. So you can't knock Arsenal fans for celebrating this. This could be the highlight of their season, in all seriousness. All these pundits think Liverpool are going to breeze the Prem again. Forget about the game, but they are not going to have it so easy, says J. Dot. No, I wouldn't expect Liverpool to be able to do that... easy. If Messi comes to us, I'll donate £100, says Mitchell Bassett, City. I still think Messi will stay at Barcelona, but he might not. He's not happy, is he? Please subscribe if you're new. We're only 200 subscribers away from 215,000, which is a nice round number to hit. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're new to That's Football, everyone's welcome on here. We do watch-alongs and other stuff, but it's everyone's welcome. So thanks everyone who's tuning in. Mark, my only concern with the Sancho deal is the longer we don't put it on offer on the table, do you think the more chance Dortmund will not accept when we do put an offer on the table? I mean, as I understand it, lovely cross there from... No, it's not a good cross. Alisson's got it. As I understand it from Dortmund and Sancho, if United pay the price, Sancho goes because that's the price that's been agreed. United have just got to pay it, and they've Dortmund are a selling club, so they have said to Sancho that look, if they meet this price, we'll let you go. So, yeah. Liverpool definitely struggling to break Arsenal down at the moment, though. I'm not going to lie about that. Jet says, hello, my man. Love from Denmark. Hello, Jet. Messi's too scared to go to the Premier League, says Clouts22. Well, I'm surprised if he went to Chelsea the way Chelsea have recruited lately. Nice little play there. Firmino switching it out to Williams. He looks a bit shit, that Williams. He actually tried to shoot from the edge of the box on his left foot. Needs to settle down. I don't know anything about... Oh, Milner's in the box here. Little cross. Well cleared. Yeah, I don't know anything about this Williams for Liverpool. Is he highly regarded? Just having a stretch. Jordan, don't be concerned with Sancho. Be concerned when you come to the Emirates and Aubameyang rings round Maguire, says Zane. Zane's very obsessed by Manchester United. He's fed up of living in the shadows. Yeah, Liverpool will be better with Thiago. I just saw somebody in the live comments saying that. So 22 minutes gone. Arsenal scoring. In relation to the game, it's good. You know, it means that Liverpool have got to try and break them down. They couldn't do this at the Emirates, could they? And it's following the similar task where Arsenal are very well organised and they're looking to hit Liverpool on the break, and it's working at the moment. Mark, it's shocking how lifeless Liverpool look without Trent. Klopp's kind of high intensity, high energy football can wear off without new signings, says Saga. It's going to be a mental battle for Liverpool this year. You know, they've won the title, but I actually think that they'll want to retain the title. They'll want to win the title with fans. So it'd be interesting to see. But I think Liverpool will be back and firing as soon as the season starts properly. Max says that Williams is a project. Oh, gosh, I'm tired. I stayed up late last night watching the NBA. What do I think of Kieran Tierney? I think he's a good player. I don't rate him as highly as some Arsenal fans do. I don't think he's like... He's had a handful of good games and they think he's the best left-back in the league. I mean, look, I actually do know some Arsenal fans that are all right. Unfortunately, you've got a few prats who basically are more vocal than any other Arsenal fan. So, and they need to, they need to be controversial and sensational, and they need to compare everything to everything. So, if they get a player that plays well, they're the best this, they're the best that in the world. You know, Aubameyang's the best striker in the world, even though he's not. Lewandowski is. Kieran Tierney's the best left back in the world, even though he's not. He's not even the best in the league. So, I think Kieran Tierney's a good player, but I just think let him get on with adapting to the Premier League. He didn't play much football last year because of injuries. And see how he gets on. I mean, he's decent. He's a good left back, yeah. Was the NBA game a replay as it restarts tonight? Yes, Mitchell. It was... I watched the Clippers game and I watched a Lakers game, which I hadn't seen, so to me it didn't really matter. Fergie always said strengthen while on top, says Sean Atwood. Depends who's underneath you. But, well, Liverpool didn't strengthen last summer. They won the Champions League and then they won the Premier League, didn't they? The NBA playoff system, it takes ages. The final's not till October, is it? And Williams again stuck on the ball. He's really getting exposed in this game. He's just not up to it at all. Definitely missing TAA. They were blowouts, yeah. Kofi. The only problem with American sports, and I don't know what you think, is that I mean, look, I was never really a massive fan of basketball. I watched Netflix on lockdown, like most people did. Really got me into the sport, and I tend to just be 11 o'clock at night. I'll put it on and watch a bit, and it's a very watchable sport. But the only problem is, it's just so long. I mean, how long is a game from start to finish of basketball? It's such a long sport to watch. And I like American football, but again, it's so long to watch. And when football, as we're watching now, is your main sport, adding in a second sport that's so long to watch is difficult. Arsenal might get another one here. Oh, just over the bar from Nketiah. Saka feeding him in. He'd have fancied his chances to do that. This pitch looks super narrow, or is it just me? Says Sean Atwood. Well, no, I think it's... I've not been out there and measured it, but it looks standard. Got hair in my mouth. Gin, 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 gin. I'm going to have a gin later. Basketball's more entertaining than football. The timeouts are ridiculous, though. Depends what... I mean, DK, I've got to say, absolutely not. But it's all about opinion, I suppose. And PMV Patrick says basketball is close to 3 hours sometimes. It's only 48 minutes, though. Yeah, but it never runs out. It never runs to 45 minutes, does it? I did Fall Guys before this for Collab. It's on Twitch if you want to watch it. Under 23s just drew with Huddersfield. Oh, I don't really care, mate. I've got no interest in the under 23s or the youth team. Not in the sense that I'd watch them play. I just... My stat, I mean, I take an interest on like reports and, you know, this player looks really good, whatever. But until they play in the first team, there's just no point. It's like the amount of players I've heard about over the years. Oh, he's brilliant. He scored another hat-trick in the youth team. And then you never hear of them again. It's the difference between under 23s and youth football compared to the first team is ridiculous. That basically that's just the place to nurture them, isn't it? And see if you want to give them a chance. And then you give them a chance in the first team and they're either good enough or they're not. Milner with the cross. Good header away by Tierney. Liverpool still struggling to break them down. Opinion on rugby, says Jake Green. I like the Six Nations. What a takedown by Milner. Puts the cross in. Headed away again. Arsenal are dealing easily with the crosses at the moment of Liverpool. Yeah, I watch the Six Nations and the Rugby World Cup. I can actually get quite into that, but I wouldn't watch it as a weekly sport. Oliver says Arsenal must be the best team in the world at the moment. The best team in England, yeah. Firmino lays it off to Milner. Goes wide to Robertson. He'll whip this in. No, he refuses. Closed down well by Bellerin. Liverpool just going side to side at the moment, but they're struggling to break Arsenal's defence down. Which is interesting because Arsenal's defence has always been a bit banter, hasn't it? And it's obviously the first area that Arteta has looked to improve on. And Robertson will whip this one in. No, he won't. He goes to Mane. I'm surprised about that. Into Firmino. Back into Mane. Robertson with the cross. And they get rid of it, Arsenal there. Terrible cross by Williams. Mane heads it back. Robertson. Headed away by David Luiz. Salah blocked. A little bit of concern for Liverpool here. But for Arsenal here. But Liverpool... Now Saka gets hold of it and Arsenal can look to break. And they have cleared it. Dean says, I watch every watch along you do. And during lockdown, your content has really helped me get through. So I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I say thank you. It won't be everyone, Dean, but thank you. United posting loads on Insta to get extra cash, says Jordan M. And Donny van der Beek is not in the squad today for the Ajax team because of a transfer, says Luke FC. Well, that's from Luke. I don't know whether that's true or not. So we've had half an hour here. It's been a good game. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I think the fact that Arsenal scored first has really opened it up into a good game because we're just seeing defence against attack. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. I really want to try and hit 215,000 subscribers today. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Be great if we could do that. And thanks everyone who's tuning in. And Arsenal will clear this now. And Saka brings it away. I like him. I remember him playing against United about a year ago, October time, wasn't it, when they came to Old Trafford and he played off the right wing. I don't really care if they play for a club I don't like. And Arsenal could have gone. Arsenal have had chances, you know. Their game plan is working really well. They've had more chances than Liverpool have had. Less of the ball, but more chances. Yeah, but I like Saka. Mane on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, sorry. Oh, and he's lost it. Holding does well. Lazy by Mane there. And now Arsenal bring it away. Arsenal looking a lot sharper than Liverpool so far. Yeah, so Ziyech has injured himself. Mark Chong scored a brilliant goal for Berman today. Hopefully he can push on. Also that Williams is a Poundland Brandon. This is great banter. I don't think it was a great goal by Chong. I think it was a good goal. Favourite Madonna song? Well, I'm sure a lot of yours is Like a Virgin. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'll tell you what Madonna song I've always quite liked, and it's an old classic. I don't know what it's called. Is it Like a Prayer? Just like a dream, you are not what you seem. Just like a prayer, no voice can take you there. I like that one. Mane, cross comes in. It'd be controversial if it goes in because it looked like the ball went out. Arsenal fans won't be happy if this goes in. Milner, Robertson. Cross. It's a lovely cross. Again, I think it's going to go out for a throw-in to Arsenal. Don't think it did go out, actually, to be fair to Mane. Thanks, Sally Devil Red 7. Van der Beek news is that he's not in the squad, isn't it? As far as I know. And some shitty little Spanish report, which I'm not going to take any note of because they've lied to us loads of times. Mane's got it on the left-hand side again. Robertson, Milner. Look at how many players Arsenal have got back. It's everybody behind the ball, which they've got every right to do. They're 1-0 up. Are we going to see you on the 8 PM show tonight, says Vicky. We are. God willing, I'll be on there at 8 o'clock. And 2 trophies. Ollie, who, Arteta at the wheel. No bottle jobs here. New Arsenal be scared. Says Young King. I'm terrified, mate. You can tell by the way I was reading that out. I'm absolutely terrified. Arsenal are back, baby. From 8th to 6th this year. And you can tune in every Thursday night if you want to watch a bit more of Arsenal this season. They'll be playing in glorious locations like Azerbaijan, Austria, and the back arse of nowhere. But they're doing well in this one. A few people saying that United bid for Doherty. That was a year ago, that story. So, Mark, did you hear that they are making a dramatisation of the Maguire Greek incident with Universal Studios and Liam Neeson has signed up to play him? Be similar to Taken, says Amiasi. That's actually quite a good one. And I'd love to see Doherty at United. Great squad depth and competition for Wan-Bissaka, and it would be great to have another good Irish player. We haven't had many since Keane, says Oishin. But this story about Doherty, I'd be very concerned that it's just a progression from our link last summer. I don't think it's anything to do with this summer. Jay Bailey says that's very offensive, Mark. There's nothing wrong with those countries. What, Azerbaijan and Austria? I mean, as countries, there's nothing wrong with them, but your football teams are a bit shit. That's the point. And do you think it's prime time to sell Salah? No, because who's going to buy Salah? No one's got any bloody money to buy Salah. So, you know, Salah will still be very good next season. This season. What a ball that is to Robertson by Salah. And a good block by Bellerin. Daily Times said a bid was put in 11 hours ago. I've never heard of the Daily Times, so I'd say that's a fake source. I've never heard of the Daily Times in my life. Might be the Daily Telegraph. Okay. I mean, Doherty would be an interesting one for United because how low down the list is a right back? Like, Young King says you're not going to win the Champions League. Shut up. Neither are you because you're not in it, mate. We've got more chance than you have. You're not going to win the league either. But you've got to be in the Champions League to win. You've got to be in it to win it, mate. You can't win it. We can win it, whether it's unlikely or not. We're playing in it and you're not. The Doherty signing would be weird from a Manchester United point of view because we need other positions. We need a left-footed centre-back. We need a midfielder. We need a right winger. We probably need a left-back more than we need a right-back, to be fair. Sarah says the Daily Time talks a load of crap. And Arsenal clear that. 5 minutes to half time. Arsenal will want to go in 1-0 up. Oh, and Mane with the header. And it will go for a goal kick. I rate Doherty, to be honest, more attacking minded than Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, I know, but you can't, you know what I mean? You can't spend 50 million last summer on a right back and then go and spend another 20 million on a right back. It wouldn't make any sense. Do you think United will sell anyone, says Jordan? Yeah, I do think Chris Smalling will go. People are saying he's already signed for Tottenham. I'm surprised by how we're playing defense. Yeah, but you know what? I'm not looking online. I actually am doing something that I've always done, which is interacting with my live comments. So if somebody says to me that we've put a bid in for Doherty, well, I've not even gone and checked whether we have or not. So there's that element of trust to react to a comment, which I'll always try and do. And as I said, it wouldn't make any sense for us to go for him. So I'm very glad if it is a fake story, because I don't want United to buy him, because there's more important areas for us to look at, which we're not even looking at. Arsenal on the attack here, and Milner has to put it out for a throw. Alec Williams says Delo. Yeah, I think Delo will go, yeah. I think he will go because I think we'll be able to get good money for him. Dylan, I still think United will get Sancho, yeah. I'm not going to change my mind on that one. Cherney, oh, goes for a corner, I think, for Arsenal here. Looks like they'll get in at half-time, 0-0. What do you want to talk about at half-time? Do you want me to show you my fantasy Premier League team? I could do that. I think I could do that. Cleared away from the Arsenal corner. And Tierney will go back to his keeper. No, he doesn't. He spins the other way. And it's a lovely ball to get Aubameyang in. If he crosses it first time, keeper's off his line, Alisson. He was offside. All for the Arsenal banter, but they won a trophy and I can't see us actually challenging in the Champions League. Couldn't handle Sevilla, says Barry. What do you mean we couldn't handle Sevilla? Did you watch the game, Barry? Manchester United should have won that game. We battered Sevilla. We missed good chances and the defence bloody blew it. So let me just think if I can do this. I've only got a couple of minutes. Oh, it works. Yes. I'll show you that at half time. Lovely stuff. We can do that. That's good. What do you think about Messi to Man City? I'm quite scared, says GTA is number one. Oh, I'm not scared. I mean, at the end of the day, if your club's... the only reason you're scared about Man City getting Messi is because they'll be better than us. But Man City are already better than United. They have been for 7 years. So, and that's on the board. That's not on us. So... you can't hope that people don't buy players just so that we can stay shit and irrelevant. You know, I want players around. I wouldn't mind Man City getting Messi because it would just expose this board even more for what it is. And it's Arsenal who attack in this last minute, although Firmino wins it and the ref has gone back for a foul to Arsenal. So it looks like Arsenal will be going in 1-0 at half-time. Only a minute added on as well. Funny writing on the back of the font for Arsenal as well, the way they have their names. So it's a chance here. Saka puts it in. And it's cleared by Robertson, who I think Robertson's had a good game. I think Robertson's been Liverpool's best player, actually. Crap refs, says Hyder. And Radmago, I'm going to have to get rid of you, mate, because I've already answered your question and you just keep putting the same thing. So I'm not even timing you out. You can just go, or you're ruining the chat. Ginny Witt says, do you see Darren Fletcher's comments about backing the board? No, I didn't, Jimmy. But I'm more than happy to research them for the 8 o'clock show if I had my pen. The only pen I've got has run out of ink. Got to use a pink one. Darren Fletcher probably wants the director of football job, to be honest. And we're at half-time as well. Half-time, 0-0. 1-0 to Arsenal. Totally deserved. Very good goal. Will you watch games on the opening day? Liverpool versus Leeds, says Ollie. Yep, we will be doing Premier League watch-alongs on this channel. Quite a few of them, because I understand, unless anybody knows anything different, that all games will be shown on TV again because there's no fans in the ground. What area should Arsenal improve on the most, says Aaron B? I think they probably still need about 5 or 6 good players. I mean, I think the way Arteta has set Arsenal up again today, it's a bit like United setting up against the bigger teams. You can't do that if you want to win a league title. You've got to, he's basically parking the bus and hitting on the brake. And it works. It works. United did it. We did it against Chelsea. We did it against City. And Arsenal have done it. They did it against City and they did it against Liverpool at the end of last season. So it works for Arsenal. But I don't think Arteta wants to play that brand of football at Arsenal. I think at the moment it's about making the best of what he's got. So he's playing with a back 5 and hitting on the brake. And I think in the longer term, if he can get better players in, they'll play more on the front foot. And as I said in that half, I think that you'll learn more about Arsenal when the time comes to play the mid-table teams, because you can't play a back 5 and hit on the brake against the mid-table teams. So yeah, I think that's when we'll learn more about it. Do you think United are in for Van der Beek, Mark? No, Oscar, I don't. I would like to think that we are, but I don't. And if Messi came to City, football is ruined, says Danny Hustle. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new, bottom right hand corner. Would appreciate that. We are getting very close to 215,000, so I can tell you we are only 100 subscribers away. So if you are new, please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and help us get to 215,000. I'm going to show you something now. I'm standing up to stretch, don't worry, that was just readjusting my trousers. I wasn't going to show you anything to do with that. You do not need to worry, it's not that sort of a show. I'm just stretching my back because people who are long-term viewers will know that I suffer with lower back strain. So I'm just, there we go. But what I am going to show you is da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, filler. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Fantasy Premier League. I know a lot of you play this. I've dropped the link in the video description for you. If you are on Fantasy Premier League, just click it and you'll be able to join our league. I think we've got quite a few people in it already. So I've entered. And the way Fantasy Premier League works, if you've never played it before, is that you pick your team and your squad for every single game. and you have a certain amount of money to spend. You can't just get all the good players. And then each week, your players, like your defenders, will win your points for clean sheets, man of the match, things like that. If they score, great, you'll get more points. Same with your goalkeeper, midfielders, goals, assists, and strikers, obviously goals as well. So my team at the moment, I haven't looked. This is just a team I picked when I first registered. So I've got Patricio in goal, and my backup goalkeeper is Nyland at Villa. So that's obviously just based on value. Connor Cody, Luke Shaw, Kieran Tierney and Sionku are my defenders, with Stevens at Sheffield United. My midfielders are Fernandez, Grealish, Traore and Willian. So I've got a couple of Arsenal players in. I do think Willian will be good at Arsenal. Obviously Bruno I think is going to be fantastic. Grealish I will get rid of if he moves. I've only got Grealish if he's going to stay at Villa. Traore statistically is a very good provider of goals. And then my front three, I'm going to go with Martial and Vardy and Calvert-Lewin. So I will be changing that team, but at the moment that's the team that I'm going with. And obviously I've showed you Ward-Prowse is my backup midfielder. Again, he's another player that actually for the team he plays for and the price he is, it's all about the points. All about the points. And if I actually was to show you something here, if you go to transfers, and here you can see point scorers last season based on total points. So the top player last season, goalkeeper wise, was Nick Pope, who is 5.5 million, 170 points. Henderson was second, Schmeichel third, Patricio fourth. So that's why I've gone with Patricio over someone like Edison. More points in it. Show you the defenders. Alexander Arnold, no surprise there, with 210 points. Robertson and Van Dijk. So Liverpool players, massively the biggest point scorers. Doherty, maybe Mourinho plays Fantasy Premier League. He was fourth. Tarkowski, Stevens, few Sheffield United. Yeah, you know, players you wouldn't really expect to be in there. So you know, it's always worth doing your research on last year. Midfielders, De Bruyne, no surprise. Salah, Mane. Aubameyang is classed as a midfielder, which I think is interesting because he plays off the left, but so is Marcus Rashford. So they're good players to go for. Bruno probably didn't play enough to be there, but Willian, look, that's why I've gone with Willian, because he was in the top 8 and Grealish. So that's why I've done with that. And then strikers, considering that Aubameyang's not a striker, Vardy was top, Martial was second, so I've got the top two in mind. Ings, yes, probably worth it. Jimenez, Richarlison, Harry Kane, Firmino, Jesus, Aguero, right the way down there. So get involved. I've dropped the link in the video description for you if you want to do that, and you can join our league, Fantasy Premier League. Get involved. Imagine having Martial. Well, he plays for the club I support and he's a very good striker. So there you go. And if you think your team's better than mine, or you think my team's trash, hence the promotion to join, it's free. The link's in the video description. If you think you can beat me, I get told all the time I could beat you at this. I'm better than you at this. You're rubbish at this. Well, prove it. Finish above me in the Premier League on Fantasy Premier League. Let's see if you can do it. Do you think Chelsea are the team to watch, or do you think it's impulsive transfer spending? I'll tell you what, I think that's a very good question from Mark Thompson. Where does everybody think Chelsea are going to finish next season? Because transfer window is not real life. There is no football being played when you're buying players. So Chelsea have bought very well, but they've bought half a team. You know, Thiago Silva's got to settle in. Ben Chilwell's got to settle in. Werner's got to settle in. Ziyech's got to settle in. Havertz has got to settle in. A new goalkeeper's got to settle in. Maybe Declan Rice has got to settle in. It's a lot of players. And I think when you buy more than 4 players, it starts to get a little bit dangerous. So I do think Chelsea will be in third at the moment because United haven't done enough business. But I'm not convinced Chelsea will close the gap on Man City and Liverpool. They might. They look like they're the best equipped to do it. But again, next season, because of the volume of players they've got coming through, it could still be an adjustment. Most people are saying definitely top 4. A lot of people are saying third. Some are saying second. The vast majority are saying third. Alvin Blocks is saying 5th, and he's not the only one. A few people are saying that. I mean, it could go one of two ways, but I think if you're a Chelsea fan, or you're Lampard, or you are Abramovich, you've got to be expecting 3rd and closing the gap on Liverpool and Man City. That is a progressive season for Chelsea. So, yeah. Van der Beek's not in the Ajax squad, says Amblin. Yeah, I've heard about this. I don't think he's coming to United. And look at Spurs. They won the transfer window and were still trash, says Thomas Haitling. Exactly. Exactly. Lovely assist by Saka. Yeah, Kieran Young. I like him. I think he looks intelligent. He's good off both feet. And I think that they could have scored a few goals. Is that real or peppermint? Oh, yes. Back of the net. Thank you. And what are United achieving? Well, I was talking about United on the United Stand at 8 o'clock tonight. Quite a lot to discuss, actually. Some interesting things that I sort of fed through to Xander this morning about Jack Grealish, which many of you might have seen already, but a few other things to talk about. So I don't want to delve into United too much, other than to say a little bit disappointing. Connor Davies says, what do you think of Eze? I mean, good player for QPR in the Championship, very well regarded, and interesting to see what he does at Palace. I mean, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the season starting. I mean, I just want to say this as well. BBC Premier League. I'm looking forward to watching this as well, All or Nothing. I think it's a very, in relation to a TV story, I think Spurs season last year is a really interesting one. So, Premier League kicks off in September, on September the 12th. The first game is Fulham against Arsenal. And we've also got Tottenham against Everton, which we're going to do as a watch-along on the Sunday at 4:30. Really looking forward to that. Tottenham-Everton game. I hope Everton get James Rodriguez. So Tottenham-Everton is going to be very interesting. Liverpool are playing Leeds at 5:30. We'll do that as a watch-along as well. And I was thinking about doing a 3 o'clock kickoff, but they look a bit shit, really. West Ham, Newcastle and Palace against Southampton. Might do Fulham Arsenal at 12:30. But yeah, that's the opening weekend of football. A couple of games on the Monday as well. Brighton are playing Chelsea and Sheffield United are playing Wolves. And then Man United kick it off the following week. But I'm very excited about the Premier League coming back. I still have this hangover that I'm sure many of you have got as well about COVID-19 and the world that we lived in there. So look, I'll take this football, even though there's no fans there. I'll take it. I was celebrating a cup of tea, by the way, because sometimes I get given a peppermint tea, and I really just fancied a real cup of tea, and it was a real cup of tea, not peppermint. That's why I said good, great. Kieran Young says you've got to do the season opener. The only thing that will prevent me doing the season opener is that my daughter plays football on a Saturday morning, so I might not be able to get back for 12:30, but we'll see. Depay scored a hat-trick on the first game of the season. He's looking way better and has a better character. Get him now, says Samuel Cap. Has the French League kicked off then? An official Slim says that there are noises in Amsterdam that interest from Man United and Barcelona for Danny van der Beek are becoming more concrete. He is absent from Ajax's squad to face Eintracht Frankfurt due to transfer talks. But is that a friendly for the Ajax squad? Are United playing any friendlies, says Brad Adams? I think we're meant to be playing Huddersfield, but I haven't heard anything confirmed yet. The Telegraph are reporting that Barca and United have upped their interest, says Nicholas Cordell. And I would love Van der Beek to come to Manchester United, by the way. I really would. If anybody's interested as well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a little bit of, and probably Monday because it's bank holiday, what do you call it? FIFA Draft. We did it on the charity game, charity stream. So basically FIFA Draft is you get 5 players in each position and you have to choose which player you want and then you play those games. So basically if you watch the stream you help me pick. I'm doing that on Twitch, so if you want to give us a follow on Twitch, I think the link is in the video description next to United Stand Pro Clubs. It is. And does it work? He says. He waits. It does work. So give us a follow on Twitch. You can see all our previous streams. We do our pro clubs on there. Oh, God, we've been parachuted into a very high league in the Pro Clubs VPG official league, and it looks like we're going to get relegated. But we've made some sort of last-minute signings to try and rescue our season and stay up. So it's going to be interesting on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. Last 6 games of the season, 2 a night. The board of high standards, Sal, can't say much about ours, says Snaps. And do you think that, does Solskjaer have to win a trophy to keep his job, says K-Jax? No, because I think if he finished second, everyone would be very happy with that. Depay loves United, he would be a good backup, says Samuel. I think Barcelona will get Van der Beek, Josh. I agree with you on that one. I don't put sugar in my tea. I used to. You know, I always say this as well. I don't put sugar in my tea, but when I was a kid, I used to put sugar on my cereal. Like, I'd have a bowl of Weetabix, and I'd put sugar on the top. I'd have a bowl of cornflakes, and I'd put sugar on the top. I'd have a bowl of Rice Krispies, and I'd put sugar on the top. You get what I mean? I'm going to say a load of cereal. Shreddies, sugar on top. I would throw up if I did that now. Is that still a thing? Do people still put sugar on the cereal? Or was it just ridiculously unhealthy when we were kids? Yeah, I just can't get my head around that. And I'd put a lot on as well. No wonder I've got so many fillings. Tony Garner put sugar on. Yeah, a lot of people do it. So it wasn't just some weird ritual that we had at my house. So, can Liverpool get back into this game, or are Arsenal going to win the double? The back of the Liverpool shirt looks interesting. It looks like the front. Looks like he's got it on the wrong way round. So the players are coming out for the second half. I'm just trying to find something out here because I've had a message. Nothing of interest. I might watch the Batman trilogy. You know, I've gone all Christopher Nolan. I might start watching Batman tonight. I love that. You know what? I'm so sad that there is a Batman film coming out. I'm excited in one way, but for me, the Batman trilogy is it's complete. It's absolutely complete. Alan to Everton. Here we go from Napoli. Good signing. I'll just put a tweet out about that. Fabrizio says, Alan to Everton, here we go. Total agreement reached with Napoli for €25 million plus add-ons. Medical scheduled and personal terms agreed. Talks on for James Rodriguez. Oh, I tell you what, Everton. I told you, Everton Spurs, opening Sunday of the weekend. Watch it on here, watch along. I tell you, that game's going to be so interesting. Everton aren't pissing about this season. Ancelotti's a good manager. They've got money at that club. I think Everton are the team to watch this season. I might read it totally wrong. I mean, when have Everton been a team to watch? Not since Gary Lineker was running around. But yeah, I think that I think it's a very interesting signing that. Interesting though, Fabrizio Romano doesn't feel that Van der Beek will be going to Barcelona. Exciting start to the season though, isn't it? We're up and running for the second half. Let's see if Liverpool can get back into the game. Why is Alan of Napoli so cheap then? Can anyone... Is he out of contract? Let's have a look. Alan, Napoli. It's 29. Let's have a look what he's got on his contract. He's 29. His contract's 3 years left on his contract. So maybe they're just looking to make a bit of money. Yes, Everton, says Joseph. I was thinking getting someone like James Rodriguez, right? Yeah, Everton will do good business. I mean, what people forget about Everton is that the last couple of summers they've spent quite a lot of money. I mean, Richarlison's been there for... How many years has Richarlison been at Everton now? But Silva spent a lot of money last year and then got the sack. So they have got money, the Everton owners. They've probably got more cash than Liverpool, to be fair. Or more appetite to spend. I've seen it that Fabrizio Romano has said no Barcelona for Van der Beek. But remember, not the 5th of November, remember that Real Madrid were always the team that wanted Van der Beek as well. I felt that Barcelona made some sense because Koeman is now their manager and obviously was Dutch manager. We did the Dublin first session better than Ollie, says Young King. He's just, thanks for the super chats, mate. I also heard Spurs have contacted Ajax for Van der Beek, says Eduardo. Yeah. Does anybody know when Tottenham's All or Nothing documentary is coming out, when it's coming out, and will it be available in other countries? What I would say is it will be on Amazon Prime in the UK, and if you have Amazon in other countries, you could just use a VPN, couldn't you? That's what a lot of people do with Netflix. You know, like if you've got Netflix in the UK, but if you get a VPN, you can log into basically all the American stuff, and the American stuff's got loads more stuff on it. Monday for the All or Nothing series. I'm looking forward to that. I think Spurs' season last year is going to make for very good TV because there's a lot of bad stuff in there. There's expectation at the start. There's a loss of a manager. There's Mourinho coming in. It's been very up and down with him. He's box office. Arsenal on the break again here. They get the second goal again, and it's a reroute of the Emirates in the league game just before the end of the season. Bad shot there. Maitland-Niles. I mean, remember Spurs did actually get Europa League football at the end, so they'll take that as a success from where they were. Lovely run here from Firmino. Shoots. Oh, keeper was diving, but it didn't hit the back of the net. Honestly, what are people getting there into Doherty United? He's gone to Spurs. I think it's a running joke, Matt. It's just a bit of banter. We are 70 subscribers away from 215,000. So if you are new, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Let's see if we can hit 215,000. Remember, we're going to be doing loads of watch-alongs on this channel from now until Christmas. Lots and lots of Premier League games will be on the TV, so we will be doing a lot of watch-alongs. From the first weekend, it looks like we'll be doing Fulham Arsenal, Liverpool Leeds, and definitely Spurs Everton. That's the one I'm most excited about, because I think we know Liverpool and City will be contesting the title. Chelsea will be up there. United and Arsenal are going to be trying to get up there. But I really do think Spurs and Everton, that's really weird. Really weird how, you know, Everton could be a threat this season. Not in relation to the top four, but I think if Everton finish 6th, that would be a really good season for Ancelotti. I think what Everton need to do this year is push the Leicesters and the Wolves down. And if they do that, they can build on that. Everton always do pretty good business. They just seem to always stay around that 7th to 10th area, and we ain't signing Van der Beek. 6th incoming again, says Sean Turner. I'd love to see James Rodriguez at Everton, says Adam Lee. Me too. I really like James Rodriguez. I'd love to see him in the Premier League, and I think it will happen. Have Everton bought anybody else this summer? I'm not sure. Lily C is subscribed. They thought he was already. And Fabrizio's deleted the tweet. Was it not on Instagram? A like or something? I don't know. We need some clarity on that. Maybe there is a possibility he goes to Barcelona then. Anyway, Liverpool on the attack here. 7 minutes of the half. It's had a good pace to this game. People are saying it's boring, but for a Community Shield game, I don't think it's bad. Liverpool bought a Greek Wi-Fi password, didn't they? A lot of people asking what's going on with Fabrizio Romano. So he's just tweeted something out. Translation. Barcelona, Van der Beek is not an option for Barcelona according to Barcelona club sources. So there you go. I tell you what, I would do cartwheels. Cartwheels if Manchester United signed Van der Beek. I cannot tell you how much I would love us to sign a player like this. I'm just fed up of... I don't mind signing Jack Grealish. I've got no problem with that. I don't mind signing Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But I just would like us to buy a few more sort of talented foreign players, because I think we're just a little bit short on that. I know people would say, well, you're not that short because you've got Lindelof, you've got Pogba, you've got Bruno, you've got Martial. But actually, Sancho, if he comes in, is English. Rashford's English. You've got Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. McTominay's obviously Scottish. So there's a lot of players. I just think Van der Beek would be a very good signing. But I don't think, and I've said this before, I don't think United are in for Van der Beek. I've never, ever, from numerous people, heard that United are in for Van der Beek. And we had Fabrizio Romano on the channel about 3 weeks ago, and he said, look, I really like Van der Beek, but there's nothing from United at the moment. So there's not been any interest in Van der Beek, and United are very, you know that United are in for somebody. Ian says he's going to jump in a pool if they sign him. If I had a pool, I'd jump in a pool as well. Mane just had a decent chance, well saved. His hair got in his eyes, says Sally Devil Red 7. It's a great save by Martinez, to be fair. Should have been 1-1. I think we're in for a good last 35 minutes here. Liverpool have got to go for it. Lord Reptile has just subscribed. Thank you very much. And Kante could be a shout for United, says Renzo. I didn't watch the Women's Community Shield, Ed. I've been out this morning. My daughter's back playing football. 10-3 they won. Good game. It's always good when you win 10-3. But I just love being back. You know, that's one of the things that COVID has really destroyed in this country, which is amateur football. You know, I really enjoy like playing for a pub team on a Sunday. Like to see, you know, amateur football really. So Milner's just gone into the book, so it's good to have it back. For how long? Phil Smith says that if Spurs get top 4 this season, that'll be underdog story of the season. I think top 4's for Arsenal. Look, you know what? Arsenal fans will think they're going to win the league because they've beaten Liverpool twice, and that's fine. Let them have whatever confidence they want to have. But I will say this: if Arteta gets top 4 with Arsenal, I'll fall off my chair. I'll be very, very surprised. I think it would be a fantastic season for them to get top 4. And the same for Mourinho. To me, the top 4 should be written easily. It's definitely going to be Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea. I think those 3, Lampard's getting the sack if he doesn't get top 4. So Liverpool, City, Chelsea, top 4. Got to be nailed on when you think about it. And you would expect United as well. So top 4 really should be straightforward. I'll guarantee it won't be. Football very rarely works like that. But if Spurs and Arsenal or one of those can get top 4, I think they've had a fantastic season. The interesting thing will be, what are the expectations of Arsenal and Spurs fans? Do you think you should be getting top 4? I mean, it's great to be confident. Of course it is. But I would say, as an outsider, if either of you get top 4, your manager has done a fantastic job. I think it's very difficult to do. You need a United or Chelsea to have a dreadful season where their manager is sacked by Christmas and then you take advantage, which could happen. I'll tell you now, I'd be very surprised if out of Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal and Spurs, all those managers are here next season. I'd be very surprised. I would say one of those will be sacked in the next year. May not feel like it at the moment, but I think one of Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, United, Spurs or Arsenal, their manager will be sacked in the next 12 months. I'd almost guarantee it. And people will say, you're mad. I guarantee it. You can clip that. One of those managers will be sacked in the next 6 months. Because in the next 12 months. Because when you think about it logically, if they all stay in a job, who can afford to finish 6th? Probably Arteta, because they'd say patience. Don't think Ollie can finish 5th. Can Mourinho finish 5th? Lampard can't finish 5th. Klopp and Pep can't finish 5th. So when you think about it like that, I know Messi may be the greatest footballer ever, but no one is worth the money. Man City will have to pay for him at 33. He'll leave in 2 years, says Carl Austin. Liverpool have made a couple of subs here. Minamino's come on. And Keita has come on. A lot of people saying it will be Ollie. It could be. It could be Ollie. I think Brewster's going to come on. So, it's amazing, isn't it, Fabrizio Romano? I remember just before the transfer window, he was on 800,000 followers. He's now on 1.4 million. Imagine having that sort of growth. I think the saddest thing about Man United is that Fabrizio Romano was not really somebody that Arsenal knew anything about. And then he's now become like an Arsenal transfer expert, hasn't he? Mourinho could go. I think, who's the most likely to be sacked out of Klopp, Pep, Lampard, Ollie, Arteta and Mourinho in the next 6 months? I think Ollie's logical at the moment because of the lack of transfer activity. But if they do get him Sancho and Van der Beek, I think he'll be fine. I think there's no way Klopp will get the sack. I think he's the safest of the lot. Pep. I mean, Pep is safe, but if they have a season like last season... Lampard will be sacked if they don't get top 3. So he is safe but vulnerable. Arteta, I don't think Arteta would get the sack. I think Arsenal would have to go on a really bad run, and I think there will be progress at Arsenal. Mourinho, I think Mourinho or Ollie are probably the two, aren't they? Really, and Lampard third. But if Ollie gets the players, I think Ollie becomes safer, and I think Mourinho's the one. Yeah, Mourinho or Pep. You know, Pep as well. I think it's interesting. So much depends on the transfer activity over the next month. But as a few people have said, Pep, and I don't think Pep will be sacked, but parting ways by mutual consent is basically the sack. So I'm including that as well. Please subscribe if you're new. I think we're about 20 subscribers away from 215,000. Bottom right hand corner. We do daily content on here. Everybody's welcome. Watchalongs have been a bit slow on the ground because there's not been a lot of football. But I'm telling you now, it's going to escalate over the next few weeks, especially when the Premier League's back. We will be doing watch-alongs almost daily again. FIFA streams as well for the career mode for the Villa. We won the Europa League. I watched it last night. That Europa League final. It was so enjoyable, even though I know the result. Got me making a YouTube account, a Twitter account, and now a Twitch account. Great playing today. Sorry about the tail final, says Daniel Luciano. Thank you. And that was so disappointing. How can you play? You've got to have a tail on to win the final. It's a joke. People are like, what is he on about? Somebody just said, are you doing international watch-alongs? It will really depend on what time the games are on, because if there's a certain time I can't do games. So let me just have a look when they are. England are playing... I think England are playing on Friday, aren't they? No, Saturday. Saturday! England are playing against Iceland on Saturday at 5 o'clock. So that'll be a good game, actually. They're the ones with the clap, aren't they? Iceland, that'll be a decent game. So yeah, we'll probably do that next week at 5 o'clock as a watch along. And then I would imagine they're playing again. On the Tuesday, they're playing against Denmark. So yeah, we'll do those. Tuesday and next Saturday and Tuesday, we'll do the England watch-alongs. I'm happy to do that. And then the following Saturday after that, the Premier League. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. Who does everyone think is going to win the league, actually? Just as a little bit of a... Let me just see the names that people type in. Who's going to win the league? No. Actually, you can do that. But then also tell me what your top four is in order. You don't have to put 1 this, 2 this. Just put who's first, comma, second, third, fourth. I want to know. Still 1-0 to Arsenal in this game. Liverpool with a lot of possession, but they can't break them down. Arsenal defending very well. It's been very similar to the Emirates game. And people said, well, Liverpool had already won the league. They couldn't be bothered. But they made a couple of mistakes. And Arsenal defended like this. And I'll tell you what. Arsenal are a difficult team to break down when they've got something to hold on to. Here's Naby Keita. Puts it wide. Robertson will whip this in. Got a lovely cross on him. Headed away by Holding. And a foul by Keita there. Oliver Moss says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. Jadam says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Sahid says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Mats says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester. Sykes says Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United. Will says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. Des United says City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. Nathan says Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Man City. Most people going with City to win the league. You're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, to be honest with you, most bookies are saying that City will win the league. So, I think Liverpool will win the league. I don't really know why Liverpool have gone as underdogs. And the same thing happened last year. I predicted Liverpool. Most people predicted City, but I don't understand why people are going with City. I don't get it. I think City have become very inconsistent, and I don't think Torres and Aki are going to make them any more consistent. So I think Aguero's still going to miss, a quarter of the season at least with injuries, like he has done for the last couple of years. And I think teams will still sit back. And I don't think Pep's got a plan B. So I don't think City will win the league. If they get Messi, they will. Do you believe the rumours in regards to Van der Beek? Says Salah. No, not at all. I didn't believe them 2 months ago. I don't believe them now. Do you think Liverpool are going to find a way through here? I think Arsenal at the moment, with 20 minutes to go, look comfortable. They're walking around in them slippers you've had for a year that are just so snug. And I do think that Arsenal might catch them on the break at some point. But Kate has done quite well since he came on. Feeds it into Firmino. Minamino. Shot straight at the keeper. I've had a super chat here. Look at the ITKP tweet. I think we will sign Van der Beek, says Matthias Hjelmek. And Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool and Man City, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Arsenal on the break here. Aubameyang into Saka. Gets a shot off and it goes for a corner. Corner to Arsenal. If Ollie doesn't get backing, where does he come from? Where does he go from here? Says Salah Ahmed. And hey Mark, are you doing the UEFA Super Cup? Says Idris. When is it? Punched away by Allison. Liverpool are a good side, but Klopp came to win the league and they've done it. They dropped off after it. It was official and looked burned out, says Michael Mairstar. Free kick here to Liverpool. Cross comes in from Robertson and headed away well by Cherney. I think Arsenal have defended very, very well today. I'm not going to lie. I think they've done a good job defensively. And they can take some confidence from this. You know what? I'm definitely going to watch the Batman trilogy tonight. Not all of it. I'm just going to start watching it. I'm excited. You know when you get excited about watching... I just love the Batman trilogy. And as I said, I don't think... It's like remake of Jaws, isn't it? You know, you don't want classics to be remade. And I think that Batman trilogy is just so good. I remember going to watch the one with... I was in Manchester, actually, for the week. We went and stayed in Manchester for 4 days. And... we went and watched The Dark Knight Rises at the cinema in central Manchester, and I just came out of it and I was like, that is just amazing. I love that film. So, yeah. That's the only sad thing about... They're always going to keep doing Batman films, aren't they? Like, but it's such a good thing. So good. Anyway, can Liverpool get back into this with 20 minutes to go? I don't know. Which film of the trilogy do you love the most? Says Asha. You know what? I think individually you could take issue with all three, but I think as a collective trilogy, it's brilliant across the whole. There's bits I think in all films where it loses its way a little bit. I think. I'm Harry Byrne. I'm Harry Byrne. I'm the best striker in the Premier League. Throw Batman into the pit, because I'm a bird. That one does get lost a bit when he's in the pit. Minamino scores. There might be a touch of a hand here. I think it will be another goal marked out for a handball here. Don't think this is going to get given by Liverpool. Marina's going to check it on VAR, but I think there's enough people moaning about hands. Top 4 for Arsenal, says Tom McD. I don't think so. I don't think it hits anybody on the hand there. Nice finish by Minamino. Do you think that Sancho, being respectful of Dortmund, is holding the deal up? Let's have a look at this again. Also, even if Chelsea, new signing, do well, they should have top 2, says Card Pack. I don't think there is a handball here. If there is a handball, it's an Arsenal player. And the goal's been given. Sound more like Mr. Bean than Harry Bain, says Cam. No handball, 1-1. We can change the score. So that's good. Goes straight to penalties, doesn't it? You wouldn't have extra time in a Community Shield, so that would be exciting. Hopefully we will get penalties if no one wins it. I'll read that super chat now. Thank you for that. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. It's been an enjoyable game this, because we've been able to, what we tend to do on our watch-alongs is we'll watch the game, but we'll also chat about other stuff. Have you seen the trailer for the Batman, the new one with our Pats? It looks pretty good, says Dan Smith. Haven't watched it yet, mate, to be honest with you. Because for me, the whole crew on the Christian Bale trilogy. I loved Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon as well. The only criticism I would have about the I'm getting into something you're going to get bored about, so I'm going to shut up. But the only criticism I would have of the Batman trilogy was Katie Holmes in the first one as the love interest is really good, and then they change it to a completely different actress who obviously dies. And that story thread just lost it for me, because it's a shame they had to change that actress. I think it would have been so more impactful if they'd got Katie Holmes back for the second one, but obviously for whatever reason she didn't do it. If after all these signings Lampard's don't win any major trophies, he should be the first one to be sacked, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Thanks for the super chats there as well. So 15 minutes to go. I think we go straight to penalties if it's a draw. But And Minamino's in the box here. He stays up. Zane's in the house. United fans, you couldn't beat Sevilla, who cost less than Maguire. Liverpool are a very good team. Spent $1 billion since 2013. Zane, you should copyright that saying of spent $1 billion since 2013. You never shut up about it. Liverpool dominating the possession here. I think they're going to win this. I don't think we're going to see penalties because Arsenal are now looking a bit tired. Then again, on the break, you know, this park the bus hit on the brake thing can work. What's an Arsenal fan's favourite number? 8. 8th. 8-2. Oh, Robertson slips there. Arsenal got a chance to break. Zane's on the edge of his seat. They're nearly on the halfway line. Oh, not yet. Not yet. No. He can't get up yet, Zane. Aubameyang's got it in his own arm. Oh, he's gone back towards the penalty box now. David Luiz has got it. Oh. He's passing it forward. No, he's gone sideways. Forward. Oh. Get prepared to get... No, they've gone back again. Oh, back to David Luiz again. Here he is. Sideways to Holding. Alnini back to Holding. They don't even know what to do, look. They're just passing it around the back four. David Luiz back to Holding. He's hit it. Oh, God, Zane, stand up. You're going to get a nosebleed. They're in the Liverpool half. And Xhaka's fell over. Short but sweet. You had it in the Liverpool half for all of a second. And look at Liverpool. Play on. Firmino down the left-hand side. Liverpool straight into the Arsenal half. No messing about. Keita. Poor pass. Alnini. And he goes back. I'll tell you what, Arsenal need to play more forward passing. All they want to do is play back, side and back. They've got no out ball. And Liverpool win it again. Tell you what, the texture of the pitch at Wembley looks a bit odd, doesn't it? It looks like a horrible green carpet. But Liverpool on the ball again here. 12 minutes to go. Arsenal are playing for penalties, says Joa. I don't think Sadio Mane is going to leave Liverpool. I think Mbappe, Mane, Neymar, Salah, Van Dijk. You know, how do you leave? Pogba, you can't leave. Who can pay the money to get you? There's one or two big deals that can be done. I think if Messi buys himself out of his contract or gets a free transfer, then Man City or PSG will buy him. I think United can get Sancho. You know, Chelsea can get Havertz. But realistically, the very big deals by the big clubs, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. 10 minutes to go. Everyone, we all want a penalty shootout, really, don't we? Just for the drama, it'd be a good laugh. But here comes Mane, right hand side. Into Salah. Lovely ball to Robertson. He should have hit that. And Arsenal. Oh, Robertson's going to pick it up. Dinks it. Mane. Good save by the keeper. He's a good goalkeeper, that Martinez, isn't he? If I was Arsenal, I'd want penalties. Yeah, if you want to watch the stream tomorrow, which is going to be a FUT draft, if no one's ever seen it, it's good fun. It's very interactive. Just give us a follow on Twitch. I've dropped the link in the video description. It's next to TUSC Pro Clubs. There's a link there. Just give us a follow on Twitch. We'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon on there. FIFA Career Mode's still going to be on here, and that will probably be tomorrow afternoon as well, so I can remind you after that. But that was a good save by Martinez. What do you think about Memphis Depay? Should he leave, says Marco. Saka's coming off for Arsenal here, and so is Nketiah, Nilsson and Willock come on. I'll be talking about Van der Beek on the United stand at 8 o'clock tonight, so you can join me for that there. I've got a phone call to make anyway, so I will be asking about that. Czerny's come off of Kolasinac. Few substitutes now late on. Zayn Miassi, please get some help. I think you are super obsessed with United and Mark, says Anshaman. Firmino's come off for Jones. So we've got about 8 minutes left. Arsenal are in the bloody half. Wow. Goal kick. Have Everton bought Decore from Watford yet, Callum? I know that they've mentioned it, but so Arsenal are in the Liverpool half here. No, they're not. Oh, they are. They are again. They are. They are. Oh, it's Aubameyang. He's miles away from the goal, but they are in the Liverpool half, which has been a rarity this second half. Half side. The Telegraph saying Danny van der Beek dropped Ajax squad as United interest in the player has become more concrete. Can you United be efficient for this deal? Says Salah Ahmed. And I've done Fall Guys today, Michael Aspin. Arsenal on the attack here. You know, if they score now after the tweet I've just put out. Oh, he's headed it wide. What a chance. Willock. Was it Willock? What a chance that was for Liverpool. Arsenal. Cross came in. It was a good cross. Poor defensively from Liverpool, really. Gomez. And he should have scored, really. Just a bad header. He's closed his eyes and put his head on it, really. You've got to get your eyes on that. I think if he goes to a penalty shootout, I think Martinez has had a very good game for Arsenal. 4 minutes to go. There won't be hardly any time added on. It's only a charity game. Van Dijk. And is there another chance for either side here in the last 3.5 minutes? Arsenal have won it back again. I think the substitution of Firmino is really slowed down Liverpool's. I think the subs have actually given Arsenal a chance here. Most underrated Netflix show, says WrestleNews365. Get in the live comments if you've got any thoughts on that. What's for tea, Mark? Says Z Jamie. It's a meal deal. It's one of them Tesco meal deals. You know, like you get a bottle of wine, a pudding, and all that jazz. I might do the United Stand show at 7 o'clock tonight. You know, actually, because there's a lot going on about Van der Beek, so I might just do it at 7. We'll see. Have an earlier show rather than the 8 o'clock. I don't think Ozark's underrated. Van der Beek is leaving. Where will he go? I think he's leaving. I tell you what, I'm starting to get a little bit encouraged by this. I'm trying to think whose number I've got that I can find out something very quick. Arsenal on the attack here. Looks like penalties. Liverpool have fell off a bit in the last 5 minutes, to be honest. It's Arsenal who are trying to win it. Aubameyang. I think Liverpool look set for penalties. They look happy with it. Everton are getting James from Real, so Real will use that money for Van der Beek. The most likely scenario, says Tam Dunnett. Yeah, I mean, that... I just don't feel United are in for Van der Beek. It doesn't fit. But I will make a couple of calls after this and I will find out, because there are people who seem to be saying that there might be something in it. And to Telegraph, Liverpool are on the attack here. Salah he's added 3 minutes on. 3 minutes on in a Community Shield game. Come on. Finally got my TUS t-shirts in the middle of Siberia. Oh, over the bar from Robertson. Had a chance there. Cross came in. Can't wait to start the season to see how t-shirt magic works. Tony's shirt in white and Rash's in black, looking sharp. Thank you, says Tim Z35. Well, I'm wearing the Rashford one today. It is a very nice t-shirt, as you can see. Real are going to try and get Mbappe, says Aish. I just don't see how they can construct that. What I know is that Man United want Grealish. And I know that Grealish would like to come to United. So it wouldn't make sense that United would go for Van der Beek. But we'll see. Brewster's coming on and Wijnaldum's coming off. Obviously, that's an eye on penalties. Exciting. Penalties. Looking forward to this. Bit of excitement to start the season off. Why not? Why not? Still a minute or so to go though, so we might get a winner late on, but Shouldn't be much of a delay either. They should just get straight on with it, really. It's not a World Cup final, is it? Imagine if they did extra time. Everyone would be like, what are you doing extra time for? The world don't care. About 45 seconds left here. Liverpool just passing it about at the back. But I think it'd be worth having another attack if I was Liverpool. You may as well. 30 seconds. Robertson does well there. Liverpool clear it. About 10 seconds to go here, and then I think we're heading into the old penalties. I think Arsenal will win on penalties because I think Martinez is he's just got that vibe about him. Does it matter if you lose this game? I mean, look, I think if Arsenal win it, it's good confidence for them. If you lose it, you've lost on penalties. So, from Liverpool's point of view, I mean, they've won bigger things, so it's not as... But they won't want to lose either. So, I can't believe that Steve Round is a coach at Arsenal. He was absolutely shit at United. Penalties, it is. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. Klopp's just sorting his players out. Osman scored a hat-trick in 8 minutes, says Coel. And Villa not budging on Grealish price, so Donny is the main target. We'll try structured deal for Grealish with instalments if Donny doesn't come, says Gary. And Van der Beek was left out due to developments according to the Ajax manager, Mark. And Liverpool got more goal scorers, says something 01. Arteta 2, Ali 0, says Zamiasi. You haven't won it yet, mates. And where is Zayn? From both points of view, nobody cares if they lose, says Kieran Young. And I've not watched Dark on Netflix, no. Lovely goal by Aubameyang, though, got to say. Goal of the game, easy. Arsenal need to keep him. If Arsenal didn't have Aubameyang, I think they would be firmly mid-table. And then Minamino with the equaliser. A little bit of talk about a handball, but it wasn't. So we're going to have a penalty shootout now. Nice little bit of excitement. Can't knock it. Can you say hi to Aiden? Says Aiden. He could have just said, can you say hi? I didn't watch West Ham versus Brentford today, Chris. No. I wouldn't really be watching any pre-season games unless it was Manchester United. I mean, pre-season games for me are only interesting if it's your club playing it. I would not watch a pre-season game. I mean, I suppose this is technically a pre-season game, but the Community Shield is something I've always watched for years. So, anyway, let's get on with it. Oh, which way are you going to go? Arsenal or Liverpool on penalties? I think that it's exciting, isn't it? I think Arsenal are going to win. I think Martinez has, ever since Leno's been injured, I've been very impressed with him. I think he's sort of playing off that confidence. He wants to impress. So, yeah, I think it will be Arsenal who win. Here we go. A lot of people are saying Arsenal. David Luiz will miss. I love a good penalty shootout, especially when it's not my team. Do you think Chelsea will finish higher than United, even if we sign Sancho? I mean, I think Chelsea and Manchester United are very parallel in relation to the way that they are developing as clubs. But at the moment, I think if it was two cars racing, it'd be like, remembers that advert by Milky Way? The red car and the blue car had a race. All Red wanted to do was stuff his face. He eats everything he sees, from trucks to prickly trees, but smart old Blue, he took the Milky Way. And I feel like that's a bit like United and Chelsea at the moment. Chelsea are being efficient and Red are greedy. Anyway, Salah scores. Yeah, the red car is Man United with the Glazers and they're greedy. And that will slow us down, whereas Chelsea are being efficient. But I do think at the moment we are level. But what will happen is, if we don't buy players, that will happen. So Salah scores 1-0. 7th, Sancho. 19th, Van der Beek, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to say about Van der Beek. Imagine if United did it quick. He's looking for a chocolate treat. I'll do it again. He's looking for a chocolate treat. Fluffy and white. Because he knows it's good for his appetite. Oh no, the bridge is gone. Poor old Red can't carry on. But smart old Blue, he took the Milky Way and jumped. Arsenal have just scored. Lovely penalty. Sent Alisson the wrong way. So it's 1-1. Fabinho comes up for Liverpool. Martinez. Fabinho's quite good at penalties, isn't he? Yeah, 2-1. Sent him the wrong way as well. Now that the Champions League, Europa and FA Shield are over, United will really concentrate on the transfer window, says Danielle, even though they weren't in any of the finals. Yeah, we're always clutching at straws, aren't we? Arsenal, here we go. He looks a bit nervous, but it's a lovely penalty. Nice and calm. No nerves there. 2-2. Can you please subscribe to the channel if you're new? We will have a lot of watch-alongs to come, especially with the start of the Premier League. We're going to do England next week as well. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Spencer says, I'm calling it now. Arsenal are going to win 5-4 on penalties. So Arsenal need to score all of theirs and Liverpool need to miss one. Here comes Brewster. Only came on in extra time. Terrible penalty. Hits the bar. Yeah, you don't want to do that. It's awful. It was a crap penalty as well. Awful penalty. The fact we are moving to another transfer makes me happy about Sancho. Maybe they've been asked to keep quiet. We know we can't do true transfers at once, as Ben. And Liverpool now. Liverpool have missed the penalty then. So here we go with Arsenal. Lovely penalty. They take the lead 3-2. "5-4 to Arsenal it is then," says Kay. Minamino now. I told you, I fancied Arsenal on penalties. "8,000 watching. Minamino scores." So that prediction from Spencer that it would be 5-4 to Arsenal, looking quite good at the moment. Zane's doing a Superman sticker. Thanks for that, Zane. Straight down the middle. Minamino. David Luiz. I've got a song for David Luiz. I'm not going to sing it. Any news of your people in regards to Van der Beek? I'm going to make a call and send a couple of messages after this. But I've been live since about 3 o'clock, so doing like Fall Guys and stuff. So here's David Luiz. He'll put his foot through this. Good penalty from David Luiz. He's not a clown today. So Liverpool need to score and Arsenal need to miss their last... Well, Liverpool need to score and Arsenal need to miss their last one. Otherwise, Arsenal are going to win. Very good penalty as well. If Liverpool miss this, Arsenal have won. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. I'm just filling a bit of time. Everyone's welcome on this channel though, like I say. Next watch along will be England next Saturday, but we'll have all FIFA stuff. I'll be doing the career mode tomorrow afternoon. Jones, is this Jones for Liverpool? And he's put it into the bottom corner. Very nice. Lovely penalty, actually. The way he scooped it into the bottom corner low. Oh, it's Aubameyang. He won't miss. This is Arsenal's Community Shield 5-4. Well done to Spencer. He's not scored it yet, but Aubameyang, I mean... Of all the people, he ain't going to miss this. So Aubameyang to win the Community Shield for Arsenal and complete the double. And he scores it. Of course he does. Aubameyang completes the double for Arsenal. And fair play. And well done to Spencer for picking out 5-4. You did say that. I fancied Arsenal to win it because I thought Martinez would actually save one, but he didn't. The penalty was a miss for Brewster. But Arsenal scoring all 5 penalties and all of them very, very good as well. So fair play to Arsenal, Community Shield winners of 2020. The FA Cup winners beat the Premier League winners, and they'll be very, very happy with that. Something they can build on. Maybe get another bus for the next time they play. But look, it's effective. I've seen it, you know, in all fairness, I've seen United do this. When you're building a team, park the bus, hit a team on the break. So Arteta will be very happy. What I would say about Arsenal is, what's your actual plan? Because you can't play like that. You can't do that. You can't do that 38 games a season. At some point, he's got to start showing what his plan is. Because a back five of parking the bus and hitting the brake, it's well organised. But what is Arteta's real plan? So that's going to be the interesting thing. But well done. They won it on penalties. Very good penalties. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be live at 7 o'clock on the United stand talking about Van der Beek. Lots of breaking news. Need to get on the phone, etc. I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching.